First, you know, I was sitting with a bunch of publicists the other night, looking forward to seeing Saving Mr. Banks, Tom Hanks, Emma Thompson, and they're saying, wait till you see Colin Farrell in it. I'm like, all right. My favorite performance you've ever given.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely, you floored me in this. And one of the things that I love about the character is that you gave us this man who is at both time one of the absolute best fathers you could ever possibly imagine.
Yeah, and?
One of the most deeply flawed men you can ever possibly imagine. What was the key to making that seem like the same man? He never seemed like dichotomic at all. He always seemed like it was the same man and yet so different at the same time. How did you do that?
I don't know. I mean, there was an enormous fracture within the man, but there wasn't a different person that existed on each side of the fissure. You know, he was the same man coming from the same place, and it wasn't. He wasn't an angry drunk. There was no, you know, essential belligerence or you know, caustic element to the way he was with his family. He was just somebody that was in some kind of deep and ununderstood and hard to find place of pain in his life, which the mystery of that remains to me. I went back and tried to figure out what would his upbringing have been like. You know, I could design all sorts of fiction around his origins, but at the end of the day, the majority of people that are feeling a particular way have no understanding of where it even comes from most of the time. And he was somebody that just had this, that couldn't made the bridge physically from boyhood to manhood, but couldn't cross that bridge emotionally somehow, and could only really experience himself in any kind of joyous way through the innocence and purity of his daughter. Not through his wife's love for him, not through his other children's need for him, but through the world of imagination that he and young Emma Thompson's character existed in. And they were the only moments of grace that he had in his life. But Kelly Marcel, it all really goes to Kelly Marcel, and the script that she wrote was so beautiful, and all the characters were so, each of them was filled with such a kaleidoscopic swath of emotion and behaviour that it felt like it was all there on the page, man. So it was just kind of a case of sing it like you mean it, you know. One of the things I've been told by several actors, one of the trickiest things is when you're working with a younger actor, a child actor, is creating a chemistry with them that helps them respond the way they're supposed to respond. Right. The chemistry between you and the young Pamela was so perfect and beautiful. Yeah, talk about that relationship. Well, she was just easy. Annie Rose Buckley, she was just a joy to be around, and she was there with her parents, and her twin brother Max was in town, and they came all the way from Australia. And she, you know, at the same time, people were talking about how did you create the chemistry, and you just don't really create it or impose your will upon it. She was just lovely to be around. She was a joy, and you know, she laughed at me at times. I can be foolish at the best of times, and I don't know if she was laughing with me or at me, but it's kind of irrelevant. And we had fun together, and the work environment that John Lee established was one of great safety and great love and exploration. So when we shot our section of the film, it was all condensed into 2 weeks, which was great. It meant we could shoot it in chronological order. And they built this beautiful wooden period house on this bluff in a ranch an hour and a half's drive north of Los Angeles. And it was just me and Ruth Wilson, who played my wife, and Annie Buckley, who played my daughter, and the other kids, and a white horse and 6 chickens. And it was so ideal, man. It was so perfect. So Annie was a dream. She was just, and she's not a stage kid. Right. She doesn't burn bright with ambition and the desire to have a film career. She was just going, well, I got this opportunity, and I'm in America, and this is kind of fun. So that was lovely to be around. There was a purity to it that was just gorgeous. Well, congratulations on the film. We can't wait to have it on AMC screens. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.